What's going on, guys? Patrick here with Window Tinting Business, and today in this video I'm going to show you guys how to do a Frankenstein transition for the back window tint. There's a number of different types of transitions. You can do the butterfly method, you can do the reverse roll. For me, it is a little harder to get the Frankenstein down, but I feel it is the most quickest and the cleanest way to do it. This is going to be a lot easier for most men. Short guys and women might not find this a great way to transfer film to the back glass just because of your reach. I have particularly long arms. If you have a short arm reach, then it might be a little bit more difficult for you, but just another way to be able to do so. Some prep that we need to do is that when I come over here, the passenger side seat, I lean it all the way forward and I scoot it all the way forward. I'm gonna need some room to swing my arms. The driver's side, I usually just lean it all the way forward, and I always come in through the passenger side back door. So if I just lean it forward enough, that'll give me enough clearance to be able to go ahead and get the film in without having to, without it hitting anything. The objective here is that we need to get the liner off the film, we need to get it onto our arms, and then we need to transition it into the vehicle without touching anything. So it is a little bit difficult, but I'm gonna show you some of the tips, some of the things that I do. I have the back glass clean, but I gotta wet it down first real quick, and then we'll get started. All right. So we're gonna peel the liner. And spray it down as we pull. Now from here, I usually just put my spray handle and just put it on the side next to the seat belt, so we're good to go. Okay, from here, you wanna go ahead and pull, get your thumbs underneath the film, and then what you wanna do is lift up, and we're gonna lift up and walk straight back so we can clear the door. And then from here, it's kind of like a sweeping motion. I'm gonna go ahead and lift up and then sweep my arm, my right arm underneath. And I just kind of keep it over my head. It's okay to go over your head. Then once you get to here, all you have to do is just kind of bump it, slide it to get to this position. Now from here, go ahead and go over that way. From here, now I'm gonna show you guys how I enter the vehicle. Arms straight, I'm gonna kind of dump in, bend my knees, keep my arms tight. I'm gonna put my right foot in, and as I'm coming in, I'm gonna slide in a little bit. I'm gonna put my knee down next, and I'm gonna put my right foot right here in the center. Sometimes there's a hump, sometimes there's not. And I'm gonna drop my butt as I swing my arms, so I go back. And now I've cleared everything and I've transitioned back into the back seat. From here, it's just like a normal installation. At this point, we're sliding to get the film into position. Keep the film flat. And I keep the top from touching until the very, very end, because I don't want the top to flop over and then get contamination in it. So I don't do it until the very, very end. And it doesn't matter if you're using a plotter or you're doing hand cut. I usually just go until there's just enough clearance on the very top for no light gap, and then that way you know you're covered on the bottom. But just like that, your film is already here. Now it's just business as usual. You're gonna go ahead and wet it down, squeegee it down, and finish the install. This is gonna take a little bit of time, a little bit of practice, but I do believe that this is a lot quicker. In another video or some of my other videos on my tutorials where I get into something else, you'll see how I now literally just throw it in the air and whip it and get underneath it. So like I can literally get this thing in here in probably about 10 or 15 seconds. I'm not saying it has to be that fast, but I've done it for so long, doing that method, you end up being fast eventually. So just one other way to be able to go ahead and transition film from the back glass into the back seat. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon.